హలో అందరికీ నమస్కారములు. Today is the 16th lecture of our 3 months course on Sanatana Dharma, and today is 15th February 2023. So far we have covered good topics like Vedas, Vedangas, Upanishads, Dharmashastras, and Darshanas. Yesterday we have seen Vimana Shastra. Now, from today onwards, we are going to have Bhagawadgita for 3 days. Today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow, there is a slight inconvenience. So, the speaker is not available. So we'll get it postponed to Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock. So Bhagavad Gita will be covered in 3 sessions, today, tomorrow, and on Sunday. And from Monday onwards, as usual, and so let us now start with Vande Mataram and Prarthana. Request Challa Chittibabu Garu to recite Vande Mataram, and I request all of you to stand up and also recite Vande Mataram along with him.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malayajasitalam, Sasya Syamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Subrajyosna Pulakitayaminim, Ullakusumita Drumadala Shobhinim, Suhasinim, Sumadhura Bhashinim, Sukhadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram. Namaskar.
Vande Mataram. ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు. Now let us request Satyaji to recite, to chant Prarthana.
Namaskaram. Let's do meditation for 1 minute. Let's close our eyes. Let's sit straight. Let's focus on the class for the next hour and a half. Gananam tva ganapati gumhavamahe kavim kavinam upavashravastamam jeshtarajam brahmanam ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्र्यवतु। ॐ श्रीमहासरस्वत्यै नमः। गुरुरेव गतिः गुरुमेव भजे गुरुणैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे। न गुरोः परमं शशिरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो। ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम।
ధన్యవాదములండి సత్య గారు. Now let us request Prabhu garu to start the webinar, please.
Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahmavidya Sampadaya Kartrubhyo Vamsarishubhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Friends, today we will be delving into the Bhagawadgita, Srimad Bhagawadgita, which is the supreme scripture held high in Hinduism and also held high by all the foreign scholars. It is so held high that it is taken as the scripture of Hinduism. It is a national book and it is also the book used to swear in the courts of law. People keep hand on Bhagavad Gita and swear that they will speak the truth and only truth and nothing but the truth. So that much importance no other book has got. The Vedas are kept at a higher pedestal and they belong to a different level and age and they belong to a different language also. That is Shruti. Veda and Upanishads are Shruti. And this is Smruti. So just now we studied a sloka, Shruti Smruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Umami Shankaram. Shankaracharya has written a commentary to Bhagavad Gita. And in my own personal life, it played an extremely crucial role. It has extricated me from most difficult crisis situations in my life. In fact, I have seen worst possible ever situations in my childhood. And Bhagavad Gita has rescued me. And even today, it rescues millions of people. it is said that if you open Bhagavad-gita randomly, any sloka you read, it will solve your problem at that point of time. That much power he has got. It has got, and this particular copy which I am using is my childhood manuscript, which is about 75 years old now. This is published by Veda Samskruti and Sons. And I knew it by heart by the age of 8, but still I am using it sometimes for confirming my memory. So before we start Bhagavad Gita proper, we have to understand its mahatyam, its greatness. So there are slokas written by somebody else. We don't know who, but they are integrated into the Bhagavad Gita text as the Gita Mahatyam. Of course, it is in different sizes, but whatever I have with me, I will chant the Mahatyam. Om Shuklam Bharadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Asannavadanam Jayet Sarva Vighnopashantaye Yasya Smirada Parisajja Parasyatam Vignam Nigranti Sadatam Vishwaksenam Samashraye Samyajnaya Kalapena Mahata Bharatena Cha Upabrumhita Vedaya Namo Vyasaya Vishnave Vyasam Vasishtha Nektaram Shakte Pautram Akalmasham Asharatmajam Vande Sukatatam Taponidhem Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahma Nidhaye Vasisthaya Namo Namaha Munim Snigdham Budhabhasam Veda Vyasam Akalmasham Vasam Vasam Saraswatyavasam Vyasam Namamyaham Achaturvadano Brahma Dvibahuraparo Harihi Aparalochana Shambhu Bhagavan Badarayanaha Vishnam Kamalabhatraksham Punyasravana Kirtanam Vasudevam Munim Naumi Narayanam Harim Krishnaya Yadavendraya Jnanamudraya Yogine Nadhaya Rukminishaya Namo Vedanta Vedine. Saradhyam Arjunasyadau Annaparijataya Vetratotraikapaniye Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namo. Saradhyam Arjunasyadau Purvan Gitamrutam Mahat Lokatrayopakaraya Namo Krishnatmane Namaha. Sarvopanishado Gavo Dogdha Gopalanandana Pardho Vatsas Sudhir Bhokta Dugdham Gitamrutam Mahat Parijaparthaya Pratipadam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamrita Varshinim Bhagavatim Rashtadashadhyayinim Amba Tvam Anusandhadhami Bhagavad-gite Bhavadveshini. Yes. Gita Shastravidam Punyam Yap Pathet Prayatah Puman Vishno Padamavapnoti Ayashokadi Varjitaha. Gita Shastravidam Punyam Yap Pathet Prayatah Puman Vishno Padamavapnoti Ayashokadi Varjitaha. Bharatamrita sarvasvam Vishnor Vaktad Vinisrutam Gita Gangodakam Pitva Punarjanmana Vidyate. Gita Sugita Kartavya Kimanyai Shastra Vistarai Ya Swayam Padmanabhasya Mukhapadmad vinisrutaha. Gita-jayana-shilasya pranayama-parasya cha naiva santihi papani purva-janma-krutanyapi akrutyamapi kurvano punjano yatastataha ghoram vaivasvatasthanam gita-dhyayi napashyati malanirmochanam pumsam jalasnanam dine dine sakrut gitam bhasisnanam sansara malamochanam slokam ekam tadardham va padam padardhameva va nityam pathati yo bhaktya sa moksham adhigacchati sarva shastramayi gita sarva vedamayo harihi sarva tirthamayi ganga sarva dharmamayo manu eko shastro devaki putra gita eko mantro devaki putra nama eko devo devaki putra eva karmapyekam devaki putra seva karakalitdarshita mudraha harikaltonnata varhivarhachudha itara karagruhita vetratotro mama hridi sannidhimatanotu Krishna. I hope you understood the Gita power, the power of Gita, these statements are giving. So we are all interested in moksha, and that moksha can be achieved through this Bhagawadgita. So Gita Mahatyam is compulsory to be read before the Gita study itself. The greatness of Gita, the impact and power of Gita is explained here. Many shlokas. Those who understood, they have understood everything. I'll explain in English only a few of these shlokas. We started with meditating on Vyasa, then we meditated on Krishna, then we have meditated on Gita itself. And a person who has performed many sins, we have all performed many sins, and we are suffering various problems, bhaya and shoka, miseries and fears. We all have this. So he who reads, if you read Bhagavad Gita and understand, you will be able to transcend these two problems, the miseries and fears. So, bhaya shokadi varjitaha. What more, if you study Gita, you will not be born again. Gita gangodakam pitva punarjanmana vidyate. The Gita has got that power to give you moksha. Even no other text has that power to give you that moksha. The only Gita has the power to give you moksha. Akrutyam kurvano bhunjanam vayatastatha ghoram vaivasvatasthanam gita-dhyayi na pashyati. When you die, you go to hell normally. And those who performed hellish activities, horrible actions, sins, they will go to hell and suffer for a long time. So, but if they understand Gita, Gita-dhyayi is a regular Gita student and practitioner, he will not go to hell, that's what. Akrutyamapi kurvano punjanamo yatastataha ghoram vaivasvatasthanam gita-dhyayi na pashyati. So that much is the power. If you are established in the Gita meaning, Gita-dhyayana shilasya pranayama parasya cha, and you perform pranayama also. Naiva santihi papani purva-janma krutanyapi. Your sins committed, not only in this life, in the previous lives also, can be destroyed and transcended. Slokam ekam tadardham vagi padam padardhameva nityam patadiyo bhaktya samoksham adhigacchati. A person who daily studies and practices and understands, contemplates on the meaning of one sloka or 1/4 or its meaning, you will reach moksha. Daily with devotion. This is the condition. Lokam ekam tadardham va padam padardhameva va nityam patati yo bhaktya sa moksha adhigacchati. So those who want to get moksha, follow this simple procedure. Daily one sloka or 1/4 of a sloka with its meaning, with devotion. Nityam, you will get moksha. Because that effect of that sloka will be injected into you and you will be transformed every day. Sarvashastramayi Gita, Sarvavedamayo Hari. Why Gita got so much importance is because it is the summary of all Shastras. And it is also the summary of the Vedas. Eko Shastro Devaki Putra Gita. Only one Shastra, that is the Gita, is enough. Himanyai Shastra Vistraya Swayam Padmanabhasya Mukhapadmad Vinisrutaha. Why this Gita got so much importance? Because it came out from the mouth of the Lord Himself. Krishna Avataram is Purna Avataram. 16 Amshas are there. So He delivered it for the benefit of the 3 worlds. There is a spot where He delivered in Kurukshetra. I went there many times. I meditated there many times. I had experienced the bliss and the impact of that spot and meditating there. And the spot where Bhagawadgita was delivered is preserved historically. In the British time itself, that spot was preserved, and even before that. It's called Jyotisar in Kurukshetra. And I had many experiences, many miraculous happenings in my life based on Gita and Krishna, not one but many. So the biggest was in my childhood when I faced a most acute adverse crisis. How I was extricated from those crisis situations. I know very well. So I am only trying to spread the message of Gita, which was taught to me by the age of 8. And along with Sanskritam, Gita, and yoga, these 3 things, if they are propagated, the world will be transformed to a divine world. So as you know, it has got 18 chapters. So the first chapter is the crisis which Arjuna faced. Then second chapter onwards, it is pure wisdom. The sum and substance is only a context or a pretext of the war and Arjuna and all that. The real purpose is to deliver just wisdom in the form of the sum and substance of all the Upanishads. Sarvo Upanishado Gavo Dogdha Gopalanandana Pardho Vatsa Sudhir Bhokta Dugdham Gita Amritam Mahat. There is a cow called Upanishads. And there is a milkman who milks out, feeds to the calf. The calf is Arjuna. That milk is Gita Amrita. Bharatamrita Sarvaswam Vishnur Vaktrad Vinisrutam. The entire nectar, Amritam, of the essence of the entire 1 lakh verses Mahabharata, which is the biggest book in the world, is delivered, heard, delivered from the mouth of Vishnu Avatar or Krishna himself. I went to all the spots in the life of Lord Krishna. And he was born as human, but with extraordinary powers. So in many millions and billions of people's lives, Krishna plays a major role even today. If you ask where is Krishna now, Aham Atma Gudakesha Sarva Bhuta Vyavasthita. I am the self of all beings, he said. So you are Krishna. Krishna is in you. Krishna is in me. Krishna is in everyone. I have seen miracles happening. How Krishna helped in the form of the self of all different people. So as per the tradition, we have to start only with the 12th chapter. So I will start with 12th chapter. 12th or 15th, both are acceptable. In 3 days, we can cover only 3 or 4 chapters maximum. So last batch, we had special classes to cover more chapters, to cover all chapters. Now each chapter is a treatise. So looks to be a very small book, but it's the biggest book on earth. And each chapter is a big text by itself, summarized. Each subject, entire bhakti is summarized in that chapter. Jnana, karma, yoga, each topic is delivered in the most powerful and effective manner in various chapters. So now the background for 12th chapter is in the 11th chapter, the Lord has shown the Vishwarupam to Arjuna, after which he realized that Krishna is not a human being alone. He is in a human avatar, but he is not human. He is divine being. He is a supreme being. He is Sarveshwara, he is Parameshwara, he is Vishnu, Narayana. Hitasi lokasya characharasya. You are the father of the universe, the creator, sustainer and destroyer. All pervading, he manifests himself as the universe. Having understood that, only in the Vishwarupa Sandarshana, which is 11th chapter, he praised Krishna, worshipped Krishna as the Supreme Lord. And he apologized for treating him like a human being. So after that, Arjuna gets one more doubt, which is asking in the 12th chapter. Evam satata yuktaye bhaktas tvam paryupasate ye cha apya aksharam avyaktam tesham ke yoga vittama. So Krishna, those who worship you, adore you, perform upasana on you, as you on one hand, and those who perform upasana on the Nirguna Parabrahman on the other hand. Om. Who is superior? Ye to aksharam anirdesyam avyaktam paryupasate. Evam satata yuktaye bhaktas tvam paryupasate. Ye chapi aksharam avyaktam. Tesham ke yoga vittama. So the Lord replied, Sri Bhagavan Vacha, Mai aveshya mano ye mam. Mai aveshya mano ye mam nitya yukta upasate. those who are intensely excited inside me, my aveshya mano eva, with an excited aveshita mind, those who are absorbed into me, my aveshya mano emam nitya yukta, non-stop connected in the yoga connection with me. Nitya yukta upasate, shraddhaya parayopeta, with greatest transcendental devotion.
I think there is a signal problem. Just bear with the situation. He'll be back. In the meantime, whoever has not put the pin, please put the pin. Harshita Sarkar, yeah. You have to unmute yourself. Prabhu garu. No, you're not audible. No, the voice is not coming. Okay, just a minute. Just a minute. Okay. Colonel Babu garu, and
1 minute.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to make him go again. It went off.
Please try now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shraddhaya parayopeta te me yuktatamamata. Those who are having the transcendental dedication, Shraddha, and those who have excited minds absorbed in me and always connected with me, Nitya Yukta Upasade. Mayaveshya mano emam Nitya Yukta Upasate Shraddhaya Parayopeta te me Yukta Tamamataha. They are my best beloved ones. Yepi aksharam anirdeshyam avyaktam paryupasate. Also those who perform upasana on the avyaktam, unmanifest aksharam, indestructible akshara parabrahman. Yetu aksharam avyaktam upasate. Achintyam sarvatragam achintyam kutashtham achalam dhruvam. Sanniyamyendriya gramam sarvatra samabuddhaya te prapnuvanti mameva. And they are equanimous to all beings, seeing oneness with everyone. They also reach me only. So both are equivalent. But klesho adhikadaraktesham avyakta asakta chetasam avyakta higatir dukkham dehavadhiravapya. It is more difficult to meditate on the formless, all-pervasive, unthinkable, inexpressed, unmanifest divinity. Whereas it is relatively easier to meditate upon the Lord in the universal form or any form, Chaturbhuja form, or any other form. But realizing it is the same Supreme Being. Etvaksharam anirdeshyam avyaktam paryupasate. Sarvatragam achintyam kutashtham achalam dhruvam. Sanniyamyendriya gramam sarvatra samabuddhaya. Te prapnuvanti mameva sarvabhuta hite rata. Those who are interested in the welfare of all beings, they will also reach me. Vesho adhikataraktesha avyakta asakta chetasa avyakta higati dukkham dehavadhiravapyate. Now, what is real bhakti is being explained. Ye tu sarvani karmani mayi sanyastya matparaha ananyevaiva yogena mam dhyayanta upasate. Those who give up all actions unto me, ye tu sarvani karmani mayi sanyastya matparaha ananyevaiva yogena, and with a yoga of 100% dedication and absorption, mam dhyayanta, meditate on me, upasate, deshamaham samudharta, mrityu samsara sagara. I shall uplift them from this hellish world of death. Mrityu samsara sagara. I shall uplift. Ye tu sarvani karmani mayi samyastya matpara anantyenaiva yogena mam dhyayanta upasate. Deshamaham samudharta mrityu samsara sagara avamina chirat partha mai aveshita chetasa. Only those who have their minds excitedly absorbed, aveshita chetasa. Therefore, mayeva manadhatsva, fix your mind in me. Mai buddhim niveshaya, fix your intellect in me. Devasishyasi mayeva. If you do that, you will live in me. Ata urdhvam, the highest level, na samshaya. No doubt. So, friends, we got the formula for moksha. Mayeva manadhatsva mayi buddhim niveshaya nivasishyasi mayeva ata urdhvam na samshaya. Atha chittam samadhatum na shaknoshi mayi sthira. But by chance, in case you are not able to do that, then abhyasa yogena tato mamicha, perform practice of meditation. Puja is also meditation. Temple visit is also meditation. Archana is also meditation. Stotra is also meditation. Atha chittam samadhatum na shaknoshi mayi sthiram abhyasa yogena tato mamichhaptum dhananjaya. Abhyasepya samardhosi mat karma paramo bhava madardhamapi karmani kurvan siddha. If you say, no sir, I am not able to perform abhyasa also, practice, then you do all actions for me. Mat karma paramo bhava, everything Krishna arpana. You are nobody, he is making you do things, so you just do it. Mat karma paramo bhava madardhamapi karmani kurvan siddhimavapsasi. Do everything for me and you will reach success, siddhi. If you say, no sir, I cannot do that also, then what can be done? It means I don't even have faith. Madardhamapi karmani kurvan siddhima. He samapya asaktosi kartum adyogamashritaha sarva karma phalatyagam tata kuryata. In that case, you just give up the result, attachment to the result, obsession to the result of all your actions. The fourth option, Sreyo hi jnanam abhyasa jnana dhyanam visishyate. Abhyasa is not as great as jnana. Jnana is greater. Sreyo hi jnanam abhyasa jnana dhyanam visishyate. Dhyana is even better. Dhyana karma phalatyag. And detachment, complete detachment of all the results of action, not detachment of actions, but the results of it. Obsession over the results of it. Dhyana dhyana visishyate dhyanat karma phalatyagat shantiranam. So what will come by tyaga? Na karmana na prajaya. Na dhane. Yage neke namrutatvaman. You will reach immortality by tyaga. सर्वकर्म फल त्यागम तत्कुर्यात् यो हि ज्ञानम् अभ्यासात् ज्ञानात् ध्यानं विशिष्यते ध्यानात् कर्म फल त्यागात् शान्तिरणम्. So he has given the entire procedure, 4 options. It's up to you which one you want to choose as per your own capability. Now he is going to deliver the dharma which is required for one and all. Adveshtha sarva bhutanam, you shall not hate anyone. Maitra karuna evacha, you shall love everyone with friendship and compassion. Adveshtha sarva bhutanam maitra karuna evacha. Nirmamo nirahankara, without mamakara and ahankara, ego and possessiveness. Samadukha sukhakshami, being equanimous to both sukha dukkha. Santushta sadatam yogi, be satisfied within yourself. Yatatma dridhanishchayaha, self-controlled and strong, determined. Mayarpita mano buddhi, mameva ishyasya samshaya. Dedicate your mind and body, the intellect to me, and you will reach me. No doubt about it. Yasman no dvijate loko lokan no dvijate chaya. Harsha varsha bhayodvega irkuto. A person who has reached that stage will be not getting excited by any external causes, nor will he cause excitation to any external entity. Yasman no dvijate loko, lokan no dvijate cheha, harsha varsha bhayodvegair muktaha. He is free from extremes emotions and fear and udvegam. Harsha varsha bhayodvegair muktaha. Sacha me priyaha. Anapeksha suchir daksha udasino gatavyathaha. Sarvarambha parityagi yo me bhakta samekte. Yo na hrishyati na dveshti na shochati na kankshati. Shubha shubhalay. Yo me bhakta samek priyaha. Samasyatraucha mitrecha. Tatha manapamanayo. Sitoshna sukhadukkheshu. Samasanga vivarjitaha. Equanimity in all dualities. Sitoshna sukhadukkheshu. Samaha sanga vivarjitaha. Samasyatraucha mitrecha tatha manapamanayo. Sitoshna sukhadukkheshu. Samasanga vivarjitaha. Tulya ninda stutir mauni. You are equanimous when you are being abused. Titti kottireni tirigi matadaka. You are equanimous. Tulya ninda stutihi. Or when you are being praised. In fact, the person who praises you is more dangerous than a person who condemns you. Because the person who is praising you, he is doing that praise to get something out of you, to flatter you. Michael Gorbachev was flattered by the American president. Finally, USSR was decomposed because he fell for the flatters of the Western nations. So flattering is a technique used to cheat, trap, and exploit the people who are getting flattered. Whereas condemnation is going to benefit you because you are going to do introspection and improve yourself. Tulya ninda stutir mauni santushto yena kenachit aniketa sthiramatihi bhaktiman me priyona. Aligina nalugaka yeggulu valikina mari vinani etla prativachanam mul balukaka. Vandamavadi eda talapaka nunnatida chuve dharmajjudilan. Tulya ninda stutir mauni santushto yena kenachit aniketa sthiramatihi bhaktiman me priyona. Etu dharmyamrutamidam yadoktam paryupasate. Tadadhanavat parva himame prima. So this dharma which I have delivered to you, those who practice it, they are the most beloved to me. Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagawadgita Su Upanishatsu Brahmavidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvadi Dvadashadhyoyanam Bhakti Yoga Nama Dvadashadhyaya. Now we'll open for discussion.
ధన్యవాదములండి ప్రభు గారు. Now we'll see the chat box. Anybody wants to ask a question? There are one or two already. Babu garu, can you?
Yeah, I'll take it up one by one. I think now they'll start posting the questions. The first question is, can you please share the first slokas, Guruji, recited before the actual Bhagavad Gita proper?
So you will find the same slokas in every book of Bhagavad Gita in the beginning. It's called Gita Mahatyam. Okay? In the first beginning, before the Gita starts, in every book, in the beginning, you will find the same slokas.
The first question from my side itself is that why do we start from chapter 12?
Yeah, because it is giving the most important instructions about bhakti. That is the main requirement today. And it is very easy and is the smallest of all chapters.
Thank you. And the other question is, how can I learn Bhagavad Gita in interesting way with easy to understand? Yeah.
You are attending already this class, so you will understand easy. You learn at least.
I think there are no questions coming. I think we can start.
Many hands have been raised.
Right. Okay. There are questions coming. What is the actual analysis in the name of the name Krishna? What is? Yeah.
No, it means black.
Okay.
Krishna Varna means blackness, but it can be interpreted in many ways to call. He was called Krishna to contrast from Balarama, who was very white hair. That is simplest definition. But there are many other definitions. So darkness is mystic, not clear, not understandable. Supreme being is Krishna because he is dark. He cannot be penetrated so easily, cannot be understood so easily. So many other interpretations.
Bhagavar, I think you can take up the other questions which are by hand raised because there are chat box.
Okay, Nip Kumar Mehta, you put some message in the chat box also, but you can now say.
Sir, good morning. That way you are teaching is very nice, but it is, I feel it is for quite difficult and not very interesting to continue because you are teaching going to teach only 3 chapters, 12, 13, 14, 15 you said. I want to learn the entire Bhagavad Gita in a way where I can build up, because I tried myself reading Bhagavad Gita, but I lost interest. Every time I lost interest in that. I want to learn in a way where
No. What about today?
See, frankly speaking, it was difficult for me to understand many times because most of the time you were chanting shlokas in Sanskrita and then translating it a little bit. I did not understand fully, frankly speaking. I'll not be lying. So I want to learn in a way where I can maintain interest.
No, we can conduct, apart from these 3 classes, we will conduct some special class also. And we'll do justice to this study in this course. Of course, outside this course, there are many courses available. That is up to you. But inside this course, we will conduct special class also to cover more chapters.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, now next Suresh Kumar.
Namaskar, Mandi. I'm having a bit of a problem with my camera, so I'm not able to switch it on. Namaskaram. And the question that I had was obviously in this one of the things that you had explained is we should have the same kind of feelings whether we are in happiness, sadness. I don't know. I could be wrong in interpretation. Happiness or sad or we should not really worry about the result or the outcome of our actions. So whether it is a victory or a loss, we should probably maintain a similar kind of a state of mind. So if again, this is subject to interpretation. If everyone starts doing it, then will it not become very bland and monotonous kind of a thing? Everyone is like, okay, whatever happens is okay, kind of a thing. And where will be the opportunity for everyone to express their navarasas that all of us know?
No, you are asking a very innocent question, but you are not so innocent. It's a childlike question. You know very well whatever Bhagawadgita is telling is an extremely difficult task. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
So the answer is already given by you. Nobody is going to practice the prescribed behavior in large scale. It's a very difficult task. If you can do it, you are a saint. You got my answer?
I agree, sir. Yeah.
So it is a question of trying to, because you see, if you don't try also to be equanimous, then you know what is happening in the world. There's a continuous war. People
Yes.
are fighting with each other. They are getting in the house also, outside also.
Yeah.
For every word, every single word, every single minute, they are finding faults with others and then fighting. So the reality is just the opposite. It's extremely difficult and even dangerous. Even world wars are ready to come. Any moment world war may start. All kinds of things are. So what Bhagavad Gita is telling is the right step. And in fact, I will ask you the other way around. Why is it that we are all still, in spite of these people wanting to kill each other? Because if they go ahead with their behavior, whether it is Ukraine war or anything else, Indo-Pak war, by now we should have all died.
Yeah.
How is it that it has not happened? Tell me.
I don't know. Again, maybe some amount of we are giving up on certain things. Maybe we are not concerned. Okay, war is going on. We are not concerned about it.
No, not only that war. There are wars inside every house.
Yeah. So even there, I think we are giving up on certain things. Okay, this is like this. We have to live with it and be happy in and because there's no choice.
That is what. Given that situation of the problem, very big, serious crisis, these recommendations are the only solutions possible. If you are able to control yourself, if you are able to transcend your ego, if you are able to conquer your anger, if you are able to love your neighbor. Who's your neighbor? Your neighbor is your wife, or your son, or your brother, or your boss, or your colleague. Adveshtha sarva bhutanam, maitra karuna evacha. If you are able to have friendship, if you are able to have compassion, then problem is not there.
Absolutely.
So the answer to my question is, at least somebody is doing something in this direction.
Yeah.
Whatever little. That's why we are still alive and carrying on.
Yeah.
Somebody somewhere.
So I think everyone, what probably, I should not say everyone, but probably what many people may think is, okay, if my neighbor also loves me, I can also love him, right? I mean, it's like because he is not, and he's like shouting at me, so I am also forced to shout at him. Anyway, this is a wrong argument, but nevertheless.
Who is the neighbor? He is
He's
your
also
neighbor.
he's
No,
also our
he is your neighbor and you are his neighbor.
correct.
So if you start somewhere,
Yeah.
you means who? It can be he or you. Both
Correct.
are you for you.
Correct.
So somewhere it starts, then
Yeah.
it can spread. The
That's
positivity
right.
can spread. It starts somewhere.
Yeah.
So in fact, I would go to the extent of saying this dharma, here, dharma amrutam. In fact, he has used the word immortal dharma delivered in this 12th chapter. All these descriptions given for the individual behavior.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
If you perform this dharma as given, then you will be saved. You will be liberated. So that is the only way possible to be saved. Otherwise, there is war, not only between countries, between groups, between individuals, but inside the individual also there is a war going on.
Totally agree, sir.
Yeah, I think there are some questions.
We are trying to calm down that war. Yes, go to the next.
Yeah. A humble request is please explain chapter 3.13 regards. Yeah, something specific on 3.13.
I think it is not 3.13. This is 3rd chapter and 13th chapter. Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll do that.
Chapter 3 and 13. Okay.
Yeah, we'll conduct special classes to cover those things.
Okay. The other one is a general question, that is due to switching on to Gita recited by Ghantasala during last journey after death in our state. Unfortunately, many are feeling differently. How to stop this practice?
We cannot stop. You can study yourself Gita, chant yourself Gita instead of anybody else. And then only you get the benefit. If you simply listen to a music recording, it doesn't help much. You have to understand, you have to read yourself, you have to understand. That is the only solution.
Yeah, there are no questions, and Bhagawadgita, it's up to you.
Okay. Actually, we are going to have a special sessions for Gita learning, as Nip Kumar Mehta is requesting. So, can you take little more time to explain how to start for a beginner who is not, say, like Nip Kumar is finding it difficult? Can you take little time to explain how to start making it interesting for the people to start learning Bhagavad-gita?
Yeah. See, the main point is you have to realize that Bhagavad-gita is something which is essential for our life, because daily we are facing so many problems. I also face. For example, you may have fights or arguments inside the house, or abuses, even mild violence, sometimes leading to bigger violence. People have no peace. Am I right?
Yeah.
People have no peace. They are suffering with many problems. They can be psychological problems, self-created psychological problems, or pathologically psychological problems, or normal human being also will have all these problems with his own neighbor. Neighbor can be wife, neighbor can be son. Is there anybody here in the audience who had never had any problem? So problems will always be coming. So how to behave, how to react to those problems is what Bhagavad Gita is teaching in this chapter. The two factors is, the 12th chapter is the best way to start understanding Bhagavad Gita. So in the 12th chapter, he has told two important things. One is how to have bhakti. So what are the 4 different options of performing upasana bhakti? You all know that you want to have bhakti to the God. So what is the best, highest level? What is second best? What is third best? And what is the last, simplest option? Even if you don't believe in God, He has given 4 options. Highest is Jnani level. Mayeva mana adhatsva mayi buddhim nivese nivasishyasi mayeva atau. Be absorbed in me. Be established in me. So you live in me. So that is the highest level. I'm not able to do that. Then you practice meditation, practice puja, practice kirtana, practice bhajana. Whatever you feel like, the process, abhyasa. If you say, no, I can't do abhyasa also, in case you say that, if you are foolish enough to say that, then the third option is, whatever actions you are doing, suppose you are going to office, you are driving, or you are, whatever you are doing, you dedicate that as a service to the Lord. Krishnarpanam. Whatever you do, even when you eat food, you do everything as a worship. The fourth option, suppose this can be done only those who have faith in the Lord. Then there are fourth category of people who have no faith, who are kind of atheists. But for them also, the fourth option is given. To be detached from the results of your actions, obsessions to the results of your actions. These 4 options he has given for your upasana, bhakti, dedication, practice. Okay. Next, he has given general prescriptions for all people. Dharma. Adveshtha sarvabhuta. First thing is, stop hating. We all hate each other. Am I right? You hate your neighbor, not love your neighbor. Neighbor means not your next house, inside your own house, the person next to you. So adveshtha, without hating, sarvabhutanam, maitraha, friendship. Is it difficult to understand this, Mr. Anil Kumar? He is asking you to follow friendship. Maitraha, karuna, compassion, have daya. You pity people around you. You have friendship with them. Adveshtha sarvabhutanam, maitra karuna evacha, nirmamo nirahankara. Don't show your ego and don't show your possessiveness. Sama dukkha sukha kshami. Be equanimous to happiness and sorrow. Adveshtha sarvabhutanam, maitra karuna evacha, nirmamo nirahankara, sama dukkha sukha kshami. Santushta sadatam yogi yatatma drudhanishchaya. Mayarpita mano buddhir mame vaishyasya samshaya. A yogi who has dedicated his mind and buddhi both to the Lord will reach the Lord, and therefore he will be satisfied, notwithstanding what is happening outside. That's what is the description of Prahlada, the highest bhakti yogi. Aniyambaludra kuduchuchun hasalila nidradulu zeyuchun bhashim puchun santata sri narayana pada padma yugali chintamritapana vishesha matta chittudai marachan surari sutudeta dvishvamun bhuvara. While doing all actions as a king, he forgot this world, being absorbed inside himself into the Lord's lotus feet. Santata Sri Narayana Pada Padma Yugali Chintamritapana Vishesha Matta Chittudai. He is intoxicated with the meditation unto the Lord's lotus feet, and he forgot. In that process of absorption, he forgot this external world while doing everything. Aniyam Buludraguchun Kuduchuchun Hasa Leela Nidradulzeyuchun Bhashim Puchun Santata Sri Narayana Pada Padma Yugali Chintamritapan Vishesha Matta Chittudai Marachan Surari Sutudeta Vishwamun Bhuvara. So Santushta Satatam Yogi Yatatma Drudhanishchaya Mayarpita Mano Buddhir Mame Vaishyasya Samshayam. And this next is very simple. Yasman no dvijate loko Lokarno dvijate chayaha. You should at least not create problem to others and don't get affected by if others create some problem to you. Yasman no dvijate loko, lokan no dvijate chaya. Harsha varsha bhayodvega mukto. If you are freed from udvegam, excitement, bhaya, fear, what more you want? So I think you got your answer. So this is a behavioral science, how to behave in a conducive manner for the society, how to be happy and how to make others happy. Finally, what is there? Live and let live. Be happy and make others happy. That's the end of the entire spirituality and philosophy. So this is what is being told in the 12th chapter.
Yeah, there are a few questions which have come. One is, different authors have explained Bhagavad Gita, and each explanation is a bit different. Since you can guide as well as to which author we should follow.
No, doesn't matter. The basic things are same in all authors. Only some theoretical models may be differing. Doesn't matter. The basic delivery is the same. You can study any Gita. You can go to Ramakrishna Math, you will find all Gita interpretation. You go to Gita Press, you will get 1,000 different Gita books. The whole Gita Press is meant for Gita only.
Yeah.
Go to Gita Press and see what all they have published. You choose whichever you want.
Yeah.
But basic message is the same. But you have to get understanding. Deeper understanding is what you have to. That is not just by reading, but by thinking, by hearing. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa. What you are doing right now is Shravanam. Then you have to think Mananam. Then Nididhyasa. You can discuss with your family members later what you heard in this lecture. Then you have to contemplate, meditate on what is being told. Then it will sink in. I am telling you all this after how many years? More than 60 years of my study of Gita. Not just reading. It is assimilating. Read, reread, digest and assimilate. Next.
There are no chat
Yeah,
box questions.
actually, the other day, Krishna Murari Tripathi studied in Veda Pathashala, and he was telling his experience that, to learn Veda is not straightforward, one sloka take it, and then they explain you the meaning of it. But what happens there is, first 3-4 years, you start reciting Veda. When somebody can correctly recite Veda, then the Guru starts explaining what is the meaning of it, provided he is ready for, receiving it. So that's what I understood from him, that, firstly, you may have to start reciting these scriptures like slokas and then start understanding. Or is it that way that we understand sloka by sloka?
No, it is not comparable to Veda. That is a different story. The Vedic education is a different ball game. This is a different process. So it is not, you see, if you are young enough, you can by heart all the Gita slokas. That's why our children, we teach. My mother taught me the entire Bhagavad Gita when I was very young, so that I could easily remember, I could easily recall and chant. In old age, it's not possible to do by heart. Okay, even Veda also, old age, it's not possible. So now for the audience of this course, who are all old, they are not small kids. It is better that you understand meaning along with the sloka. You cannot take entire Gita, it's 720 slokas. So you take one chapter, 12th chapter itself. You understand sloka by sloka. That is more than enough for the time being. It will take long time for you to get deeper understanding of the entire Gita, it will take 3 years. You must have already started long back, then you might have already got some understanding by now. So every time it gives you deeper intuition, deeper insights. Because this is philosophy, not just chanting. This is philosophy of life. This is spirituality, spiritual philosophy. This is a summary of the Upanishads, summary of the Vedas. It's not an ordinary thing. Though it appears to be very simple, it is very, very powerful because it is summarizing the greatest philosophies given in the Upanishads and the Vedas. So it is not just chanting. Good, if you learn to by heart channel, the youngsters in this course, they can learn by memorizing. Start with 12th chapter. That is how every child will learn in the whole world. They start with 12th chapter. I also started. That's why I started with 12th chapter. So once you learn, you can, along with the sloka, if you know Sanskrit, you can understand directly, partly. Then you can also read meaning in the book or given in the commentaries. They give different interpretations, different dimensions of the same thing. But the basic message is the same, whatever be the different interpretations. The basic is the same. So depending on the age, it is not possible to memorize the chapters or slokas in the old age. Young age, yes, you should. Like I have quoted you without reading the book also, because I memorized in my child. Otherwise, it's not possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
One last question is that why are you skipping initial chapters? At least summary of those will help.
Yeah, we'll do. We have already told you we'll do it later because we have only 3 days. We are covering only some 3 chapters. And when we do the special classes, we'll cover more chapters. Initial is nothing, initial is a big question mark. The first chapter is nothing but a question mark, what to do. Second chapter onwards, the real Gita starts. And second chapter is very big, it is 72 slokas. And it is covering the entire Gita in second chapter itself. And third chapter onwards is topic-wise, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Raja Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. This is Bhakti Yoga. And some chapters are very complex, very advanced. You cannot understand directly. The last chapter is the 18th chapter. We will be covering all the chapters slowly. Don't worry about it. In my course, I'll take you to the journey. And out of my course, what you do is up to you.
Yeah, I think people should be patient enough to hear what is being said rather than to ask questions. I mean, participants should be listening to what is being said and patiently, and then take it back home, read whatever is said, and then go step by step to understand the fundamental of this great book called Bhagawadgita. Okay, sir, Babu garu.
Yeah, actually, as Prabhu garu advised and also seconded by Babu garu, see, you have to be patient and keep on trying. You feel that, you have not understood. Many times you think that, I have not understood till you get sad. You get, your expectation, you have to meet every time. So what I'm trying to say is, though you feel that you have not understood, but you have understood quite a bit. So keep on doing it. That's what the message. Be patient and also attend the special classes which are going to be there in this course during Saturdays and Sundays. I think we'll plan it that way for the people who are interested in doing that. And if there are no other questions for today, I think we'll call it a day.
Yeah. We can
Thank you, Prabhu garu. Tomorrow we will meet, and also we'll meet on Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m. Yeah. Okay. Now let us request Satyaji to chant Prarthana, please.
Yes. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितो ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्राः पुत्रिणः सन्तु पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अधनाः सधनाः सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदा शतम् सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान् मा प्रमदः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु स्वस्ति
धन्यवादः. We will do Janaganamana, recite Janaganamana. After that, there is still time, another 10 minutes. We will have interaction with you. We'll request Challa Chittibabu Garu to recite Janaganamana.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय
Jai Hind. Okay, I request all to wait till 8 o'clock if you are not urgently going somewhere.
I think recording.
Okay, now we will have some interaction with all of you.
You can stop recording it.
I think